Welcome back to the Mendiola side of this save, and we are back to finish up the Confederation Cup group stage. So we are back for two matches. First up, we're playing ABDB at home, and then we are going to conclude against Adelaide United at home. So we have two home matches to finish out the group stage, which I think bodes nicely for us. And this is what the group looks like currently. We are currently 2 points ahead of Adelaide United, who sits second. They are going to be our biggest competitors to finish in first. But if we look at all of the ASEAN zone groups here, if we go to all groups, if we win, we will qualify as at least the best place, second place team. So they're all on 4 matches in all of the groups. As we can see here, they have 5. Hanoi FC at the bottom here have 7 points, and we have 10, and we have vastly superior goal difference. So as long as we win the next match, we will qualify as one of the best place, second place teams, because the most that Hanoi can get is 13 points, and they certainly won't catch our goal differential. So if we can beat ABDB in our next match, we will qualify as one of the best place, second place teams. And a win and a draw, I believe, would confirm us to finish in first place, which would be really good for us. That is the state of the Confederation Cup. A couple of things to catch you up on. I don't remember if we played Maharlika Manila. If we did not in the last episode, we beat them 3-0. Cisse, Bailey, and Coutinho scoring. I did a friendly where I played pretty much all of the backups, and then I put on the starters kind of towards the end. We tied Global 2-2. Not a huge worry. That was mostly for fitness. And then we played Aguila in the third round of the PFL Cup. And Berkabar Cisse had a hat trick. Garrido scored. Jumashev scored. We won 6-1. It was pretty brilliant play. And that meant that we will play the PFL Cup quarterfinal against Stallion away, who, if we remember last year, we lost to them away 2-1 in the semis. We are playing them 1 round earlier in the same place. So hopefully we'll get revenge on them, but that will be much later on. A few other things to chat about. We have brought in a player on loan, Jeffrey Ango. He's coming in from the Bundesliga 2, one of their youth teams. He's Filipino. I brought him in so we can register him later on. I think he'll be a good depth option. The reason I brought him in is because he plays AML, and unfortunately, Nikita Bocharov has gotten injured. He is going to be out for 5 to 6 weeks. Which is really a big loss for us because he scored 6 goals in the league in continental competitions. He's got 5 goals in 4 matches. He's been really good for us. So we are sad to be losing Nikita Bocharov, but we have other players in Jumashev and now Ngo who can hopefully replace him. In other news, Arda Chinkir has gone on loan to Leylam, who's one of the lower division PFL teams. He wasn't playing. I still wanted him to develop. Also, it took a bit of that £240 per week wage off of our wage budget. The last news is that John Ronsis was very unhappy with his playing time, so I promised him a loan. He has a couple of bids in as well, probably also Leyland. So he could be leaving the club as well, both on loan. The John Ronsis one will be good because it'll allow him to continue to develop as well. I guess also random things. We are top of the league by quite a lot. We're running away with the league. I'm quite happy with how we're doing in the PFL. And if you guys look at the time, we're on the 25th of November. I can show this because this episode will come out after. But currently, we're in the Southeast Asian Championships. It was super weird because this match against Malaysia, November 21st at 16:30, we played on the exact same day at the exact same time. This Aguila match, which was at 15 o'clock. Somehow I played the Malaysia game first and the Aguila game second, and it was super weird. But we got the win against Aguila. It was totally weird. We drew against Malaysia, so this is before the big match against Thailand, which is in the previous episode. But that was super weird. The game actually glitched out too. I couldn't see the first 5 minutes of the match against Malaysia, and I had to go out of the screen and then come back in. It was super weird. I don't know if I talked about that in the other video. Maybe I will. But I believe that is everything. That is everything that we are caught up for. So again, we are back for the match against ABDB, and this is the team that I have going out. And I've made a couple of decisions. Kevin Kempter, who has been really good. I'm putting him on the bench because he is one yellow card away from suspension, and I do want him for the Adelaide United match. Similarly, Miguel Clarino, who we've been playing a lot at center back, I have him on the bench, and Julian Matthews, I have him on the bench because all of these players are on yellows, and I think the Adelaide United match is the big one. I think we can win this match with a second team. So for that reason, Bunde's coming in, Kumagai's coming in, Atienza, who's barely played this year, is coming in, Jean Magno's coming in that role, and actually we're going to flip that. So Lawali's in the box-to-box role and Magno's in the anchorman role. So we've made a number of changes. The back line in particular is a little bit weaker. However, I think this is a good move for us as far as making sure no one is suspended going up against the really big match. Ronces will probably play. He's one yellow card away from suspension, but we'll probably bring him on at some point. On the bench, we have Lenato, Albino, all the usual players on the bench. All right, but that is everything. That is everything to catch you all up on. We are rooting for Hanoi to beat or draw Adelaide United, and we are coming in with a big match against ABDB to hopefully secure our place in the next round of the Asian Confederation Cup. I will see you all in the match. And this is a team that we beat 8-1 earlier in the year and started off our Confederation Cup campaign brilliantly. A repeat performance would go a long way into ensuring we make the knockout rounds. Big stuff today for Mendiola. Also, an interesting note, I don't know if I said this in the previous match. I just looked at it. They have Saiful Nizam Suhaimi, who is a player who previously played for us. He was part of the team that won the first ever PFL title for Mendiola. I didn't realize he was playing in Brunei again, but he went from Mendiola to Pasargad to DHC, and now he is playing in the center of midfield for them. He's in that defensive mid position right there, and Adelaide United take a 1-0 lead over Hanoi. That's not good for us. But Lawali to stick the ball into the box here. In swinger, back post, Kumagai. Oh, I think that might have been Bunde actually. And fortunately, Magno's won it there. He plays it into Chung. Chung finds Lawali. Lawali going down the line to Bailey. Kind of Bailey not doing well there, but it's fine. It goes over to top to Cisse. Find the ball into the back post. He's done well there. Yuslan finds the back of the net. It is 1-0 to Mendiola. Perfect start to the match. All right, that eases things. We are in a good place. All right, a throw in here. We've entered the 22nd minute. Jumashev playing it back to Kumagai. He plays it into Bunde. He finds Yuslan. Yuslan finds Cisse. Finds Lawali at the edge of the box. Lawali shoots nearly a goal, but that's all right. We'll get a corner out of that. To swing the ball in, it looks like it's going to be Yuslan. Can we find the head of Kumagai? Back post to Kumagai. Lawali scores. It is 2-0. All right, nerves are settled. I am feeling good about this match. I am feeling good about our prospects. Knockout rounds, here we come. Kumagai to play the ball forward to Chung. Chung finds Lawali. That's a great ball into Kainoa Bailey. Find the back of the net. Oh, we got to finish, but it's a good save by their keeper. An opportunity now off of the corner. Lawali to stick it in. Can we find nobody? That's all right. It falls to Kumagai. Kumagai finds Magno. That's a great ball. Atienza scores. I think this is his first match of the season, but Michael Atienza, our Filipino center back, finding the back of the net, and it is 3-0. Well, it's halftime. It's 3-0. We haven't allowed them to get a shot. We haven't allowed them to get a shot on target. We've had more possession. We've created 2 XG and scored 3 goals. Overall, we're doing brilliantly. I'm very happy with how we're doing. We can definitely bring on subs. Ronces will probably come in to play his last match before he goes on loan. We'll definitely get in Badia, maybe Casambre, maybe Tolentino, maybe a Clemente. We're definitely going to get some of the youngsters on because I am very, very happy with how we are doing. He finds Yuslan. Yuslan wins it, but it's the second ball is won by Magno. He finds Jumashev. Get the ball in behind there. Get the cross in now. Oh, I think Jumashev needs to do better, but he'll look to rectify it. Magno shoots. Magno scores. Everything I was saying about Jumashev, he does get the assist. And Gian Magno, a couple of our players who don't normally play, making a big impact. Atienzo and Magno scoring. 4-0. Nice. I brought on the final subs here, Albino and Tolentino coming on. as I thought we might have had a pen there. But final subs coming on so that they can get some match sharpness going as well. But Casambre, the youngster, Jumashev around the outside. I'm a little disappointed Jumashev couldn't get around there, but that's all right. We will get the opportunity to play again. Atienza, the goal scorer, playing it to youngster Casambre. He finds Kumagai, playing it around nicely. Badia playing it simply to Magno. Magno playing a great ball into Linatok. Can he get a shot off? He does, but he can't find the back of the net. And we have wound down to what I assume is the end of match highlight. A comfortable 4-0 victory. And there's the final whistle. A great victory. No complacency, just doing exactly what we needed to do. We've won comfortably 4-0. We're going to tell the team that we've played well. I'm a very happy head coach. And I will see you all for the final match. Well, that win puts us in a really good position because that confirms that we have made the next round of the Confederation Cup. The other second place teams are on 5 points and 7 points. There is no chance, and on the same number of matches, there is no chance that they will be able to catch our 13 points. So no matter what, we are through to the next round. The real question is, though, can we finish in first? I think a first place finish would be really beneficial for us. And I want to top the group. I think we have the quality. I think we've done well enough to top the group. I think we can do it. We have a huge 18 goal differential. The real Perth Glory are going to be the real difficult. Like if we're going to get anywhere, beating Perth Glory is going to be very, very difficult. But we have a chance here. We absolutely have a chance. We will be playing Adelaide United in the next match. I'll be playing 2 PFL matches prior to then, and then I'll be playing Adelaide United. I'll also be doing all of the Southeast Asian Championship stuff for the Philippines. But that being said, this is where we're at. We're in a good spot, and I will see you all for the last group match against Adelaide. And we are now back for that match against Adelaide United. The final match of the Confederation Cup group stage to decide who finishes first in Group H. And of course, as the final reminder, this is what the group looks like. We need a win or a draw to finish in first. A loss will lead us to finishing in second place. That being said, though, irregardless, I do believe that we have qualified for the next round. We are very clearly at least the best place, second place team. If I'm not mistaken as well, Adelaide United have already qualified. So the qualifying teams are Perth Glory, Selangor, Mendiola, and Adelaide United. And it's just going to be who finishes in first place in this group. Also, some context for where we are in the schedule, in case you were wondering. We are in the midst of the Southeast Asian Championship. We are in between the two the legs of the two finals. We are the day after. We just lost at home to Thailand, and I will play the second leg of that match in like 3 days, but you'll have seen that in the previous episode, but just to give you some context of where we are time-wise. But that being said, we are starting the best team that we have available. The only person we don't have available is Bokarov because he is injured. As a result, Jumashev comes in, but otherwise it's our strongest team. We do have a number of players on yellows. I will probably tell them to ease off tackles at some point during the game in hopes that they don't get another yellow and we don't have a significant number of people potentially suspended for the next round. But I want to finish in first, and we're going to get the best team that we can in. So this is where we're at. A big match. I mean, this is really going to show at home against Adelaide United. This team feels like it's good, but how good are we really? I will see you all in the match. I really believe that topping the group would represent a huge step forward for Mendiola. I think this would show significant progress in our squad. But we need to at least draw today, and Coutinho coming in with a great tackle. There we go. That is good stuff. But it does turn into an immediate opportunity for Adelaide. Always weird things happening off of throw-ins in FM24. As they look to work the ball around, it finds Ryan Tunnicliffe, a member of, I believe, the Man United Academy. It goes in. Coutinho heading it out. But they will look to swing it back in to the back post, and it's over the bar. But it falls. The second ball's won by Adelaide. It falls in. Coutinho winning it again. But they will have an opportunity to grow into the match here. Barnett playing it into Tunnicliffe. They have a number of runners looking to get in behind. And they find somebody, but it's a good save by Gossick. Man, it is a flurry of highlights for Adelaide here. And it's another corner for them. I mean, it's just been corners galore for Adelaide. We have not had the best of starts here. That doesn't mean we can't do something, but we haven't had a very good start. It goes into the back post. Gossick with the save. We're still all right. All right, Matthews with the throw here. This is our first highlight for a while. Goes into the back post looking for Kainoa Bailey. That's all right. Kainoa Bailey doesn't have a huge jumping reach, but it goes into the back post to Jumashev, and he gets under it. Berkabar Cisse, Jumashev, all them not really having the best of games. We haven't played... what is that? Dude, Coutinho, what is that? If they score off of this, we are so fortunate. That was terrible. That was a horrible pass. For all the good work that we've done, we've been really poor today. For all the good work we've done this whole season, and we're fortunate not to be losing. Gossick punting the ball forward. Cisse can't win it, but Bailey wins the second ball. That's well done winning the second ball. He finds Chung, who finds Kempter. That's a great ball in. Kainoa Bailey! What is that? That's a terrible shot. All right, Chung throwing it into Kempter. Back to Chung. That's a good ball into Bailey. Kempter playing it in well. Can we get a shot off? It goes to Matthews. Cut it back in. All right, it's a deflected strike. It's going to go out for a corner. Can we find a head of Coutinho, Clarino, maybe even Cisse? We have some people in the box here. Lawali to swing it in. He goes to the back post to Coutinho. We can't win it. The highlight is continuing. Lawali to play it into Jumashev. Jumashev playing it in. Oh, and we've scored! Completely against the run of play. We have a 1-0 lead. Berkabar Cisse finding the back of the net. It actually continued off the corner. I wasn't expecting it. Lawali playing a great ball in behind to Jumashev. He plays in a great ball. Berkabar Cisse gets in front of his man. We have a 1-0 lead to hold on to. And we have gotten into halftime with a 1-0 lead. I think Adelaide have been better, but we had the one really good opportunity, which might have inflated our XG a little bit. But we'll go into the dressing room. I am going to tell them that I'm happy with how we're doing. Hopefully that will boost the morale as Cisse gets it underway. We are one half away from topping the group. Kainoa Bailey getting in behind here. Can he find the right ball to Cisse? No, he cannot. That's really good goalkeeping. An immediate opportunity for Adelaide here. It's a great save. It's an absolutely brilliant save to keep us in it. But they are going to have an opportunity off of the throw. Adelaide United here, looking to punish us. Immediate, it's over the bar. And the ball's played forward to Jumashev Nieres, who's just come on. Playing the ball back to Jumashev. Jumashev loses the ball really poorly. He can't win it there. Gossick with a good save. That's all right. Uslan Nieres playing it nicely. That's a great ball. Down the line to Matthews. Play it again. Play him in behind. Can we find Cisse now? He takes the shot. I don't really like the shot. I would have liked to have seen a cut back, but that's all right. Gochi with a nice save. Good stuff here. Uslan to swing it in. Can we get something going here? Lawali! Oh, and it's just wide. 20 minutes left in the match as Adelaide continue to throw bodies forward to try and win. Barnett playing a nice ball into Tunnicliffe. Tunnicliffe is going to shoot, and it's off the bar. Wow, we have been so fortunate. And we have an opportunity with a corner here. Lawali to swing it in. Lawali playing it in here. Near post Coutinho! Oh, that was a good opportunity. We have entered the last 15 minutes. Oh, and that's such a poor throw-in. Well done, Coutinho, to win it. He plays it down the line. Garrido winning it nicely. Can he find the cutback here? That's the ball into Uslan. Jumashev has to score. And Adelaide here to try and make it a very nervy last 10 minutes. Butler playing it to Fleetwood. He plays it back to Quito, who finds Barnett. Barnett's going to shoot, and it's over the bar. We are very fine with that. And we have entered the final 5 minutes of the match, and we are still looking all right. Uslan with the corner here. Again, we are happy with the draw. So as long as nothing too dramatic happens, we are fine with this result. Coutinho shoots, it's over the bar. Come on, guys, just don't allow 2 goals. 4 minutes of added time. We essentially have 5 minutes to not allow 2 goals. To top the group, Coutinho, oh, that would have finished it. But I assume they are throwing men forward. Scordo playing it into Fukuda. Oh, yes! It's wide! We're okay! 2 minutes left. I think we're okay now. 2 minutes left. Can they score? I mean, they can score 2 goals in 2 minutes. That's an amazing shot. We are so fortunate. We might be the luckiest team in the world right now. We should have more goals. Adelaide United should at least have 1 goal in this match, if we're being honest. They have been, I don't know if they've been the better side. I actually think the game's been pretty even, but they should have a goal. And it's over. That's got to be the end of the match. Go on, ref. End it. There it is, the final whistle. We have been phenomenal in our group. We go out undefeated, 5 wins, 1 draw, and we have topped the group. Well done, lads. And there is our confirmation. We have done brilliantly this Confederation Cup. We have topped the group. Asian Zone Group H. We have topped the group with 5 wins, 1 draw, 0 losses, and 16 points, 19 goal differential. We have truly been brilliant. Adelaide United finishing second. They do get the best place, second place spot. But the reason that we wanted to win the group, to finish in first place, is because this means, if we go to the inbox item here, we are up against Selangor FC from the Malaysian Super League. But most importantly, if we once again go back to the different groups, we have avoided Perth Glory, who are the juggernaut of this period so far, essentially. They have been amazing. I mean, 6 wins, 0 draws, 0 losses, 37 goals for. I mean, we've been really good. Like, we have 24 goals for, and they have 13 more goals than us. Perth Glory have been brilliant. I think, yeah, they are coached by Stajic, who is the ex-Filipino women's head coach. But if we look at their schedule, so last year they lost to Melbourne City, who we weren't bad against. We did beat Melbourne City at home. So I do think we would have a chance against them, but it'll be interesting to see what it comes down to. But we also, by finishing first, we get a home match, which probably means less money for us. However, it does mean that we have a better chance of advancing to the final, which will be between Adelaide United and Perth Glory, one of those 2 teams. So we're in a really good spot here. I'm quite happy with how we're doing. All right, but that is the end of the episode. We are on an absolute tear. I mean, we are just doing so well. But as far as Mendiola things are concerned, I'm not sure when I'm going to come back next. Obviously, we'll be back for the PFL Cup quarterfinal and maybe a separate episode for the Asian Zone final. But for the Philippine side of things, I mean, I still have to play. You guys will know the outcome of that game because the video will have been released beforehand. But I still have to play the Southeast Asian Championship final. But then after that is the Asian Nations Cup. And that's on, that's on January 8th, looking at the schedule here. Do we have any games? So we have a number of games before then, but I don't know if I want to come back for any of those games. And then there's a little bit of a break. So what we might do is I think the next episode, I will think about it, but I think the next episode will be back with the Philippines for the Asian Nations Cup. And if we go back to the schedule here, against Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and Qatar. And then we will return to close out the season with Mendiola. So big things on the horizon, but overall, things looking very good with Mendiola. We're doing very well in the Confederation Cup. We're still in the PFL Cup. and we are first place and running away with the PFL. So things are looking good. I will continue on with this save, and I will see you all in the next episode. Thank you, as always, for watching and for all of the support for this series. It really has meant a lot to me. I hope that you all are doing well. I hope that you all are taking care of yourselves, and I will see you all next time. Bye.